Hello Internet, welcome to my channel. Today is new bass day. This is something I've never had before. I've probably had nearly every brand of bass that is common, or your standards. So I've owned lots of Fenders, I've owned lots of G&Ls, I've owned some Music Mans, I've owned Ibanez, I have a Takamine acoustic bass, I've had some cheaper Rogue basses, I've had an SX bass, but the one thing I've never had is a Gibson bass. And I always wanted one because one of my first shows was Green Day, and I always looked up to Mike Durant when I was in high school and kind of idolized him as one of my favorite bass players for his strong bass line writing skills and just the way he adds melody to Green Day songs. You know, without him, Green Day songs would be a lot more boring, at least to me. Anyway, so I'm pretty excited to get this. In the 90s, when I was idolizing Mike Durant, these basses were pretty cheap, maybe like $500-600 at a pawn shop, maybe cheaper. But at some point, I really liked the Stingray sound, which is really aggressive and really bright, and I felt like these were muddy and didn't really want one, so I never bought one. So then I saw this one on eBay, and there was also a deal for May the 4th be with you for 15% off, up to $100 off. So I took it and got this bass, and I'm pretty excited about it. So let's open it up. So it does come with a hard shell case. That's pretty exciting, and I'll show that as soon as we can lift this out. Okay, still got some packing tape. Okay, still got some packing tape and stuff stuck to it. Smells like old. Alright, let's make some room, set it down. Okay guys, so here it is out of the box. Just want to show the case. Looks pretty great. I like how it's, you know, you can tell it's from 1970 something. I haven't really figured out exactly how old the bass is, but from the serial number I'm thinking about 75. The back looks pretty good. Okay, we have one tear here. That's not too bad. But overall it looks good. It still has 3 feet on it. I mean, these 3 feet here, here, and here. I can see those easily getting knocked off. The latches look like they're in good shape, and it does have a back latch like a lot of the Gibsons do. So this is it. This is the first time I'm seeing it as well. Since it arrived from New York, it came from upstate Syracuse. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention is that the price was based on the fact that the buyer thought the neck was twisted. I had some conversation with the seller, and they thought that it was twisted. Initially they said bent. I didn't know what bent means because that could just mean a regular bow, but so we'll see how bad that is. Alright, here we go. All the latches seem like they're in good shape. Wow, I don't think I've even actually seen one of a G3 in real life, because I would have remembered these pickups. I've seen a lot of grabbers and rippers, but maybe not this. Because it's interesting, it's got like a plastic or acetate, I think it's called, like the clear plastic. It's kind of around the pickups. It is missing the the bridge cover, but I don't care. I would never use that. One other thing I noticed is that this spring isn't original, so I was thinking about doing something different with that. Sorry, I'm trying to look at it as well as film this, so it's kind of getting strange. It looks like it's in really good shape, other than whatever they said is wrong with the neck. It's got some buckle rash. That's good mojo, in my opinion. I guess these are 3-piece bodies. Alright, well, let me get it tuned up and take a test drive. Okay, so I've got it all tuned up now. Looked over a little bit more. The only other thing I noticed was we've got, let's see if I can get this up to the camera, like that little tiny crack here where the neck meets the guitar. Looks like that's been there for a while. I don't think it affects anything. But on the positive side, the neck actually looks pretty straight. I think what the seller may have meant was that the neck was bowed and probably needs to be set up. Hopefully the truss rod isn't shot, and I can easily set this bad boy up. Messed around with the tones a little bit. I pretty much always play with tone all the way up, volume all the way up, and in this case I'm still not familiar with this guitar, but I'm like in the setting with the switch up. Sounds really good. The other ones are thinner or more muffled. Here's middle versus bottom one is more like, I don't know if we're going to be able to really hear the differences well through this microphone on my smartphone, but at some point I'll go through and hook it into a proper recording system and compare the different sounds and run through a full feature demo. But man, I think this was a good buy for me, for what I got it for, especially with the extra $100 off. I'm glad I went with it. I'm super happy with it. Alright, thanks for watching. I will catch you later.